Today, we are going to have a look at what we've done with our water filtration system for the house. Now, this is what we bought the house with, this blue water tank. It is the water pump for our well system. The well is way out at the front of the property and brings the water up here. Now, this is the new connection that we've just installed. So from the well pump, it brings the water up and over to this water softening system. The water softening system is connected to this reserve of crystals, which then feeds into the softener, and it needs to be continuously replaced as it runs out. Now, once the water has been softened, then it runs from here over to our filtration system, starting with the charcoal filter. Then it moves over to the sediment filter, which filters out up to 5 microns. And then over to our UV filter. We need to change this bulb out yearly to make sure that it's filtering correctly. And then from here, once it's gone through this third filter, the UV filter, then it sends it over to our hot and cold water distribution system. So once our water has gone through the softener and also the 3-part filtration system, it comes over here to our hybrid heat pump water heater. Now this hybrid heat pump water heater, it extracts heat from the air and then transfers it into the water. And then in cases where there's high hot water demand, it will also switch into the backup electrical cycle so that it can use electricity to heat the water should the heat pump portion from the air extraction not be sufficient. Hence the term hybrid. Now this is 65 gallons and that will be more than enough for our 3-person household. We will also be planning to have guests, so that should be sufficient for even guests in addition to us as 3 people. The energy guide sticker here says that it'll take about $132 per year to run, and that's pretty amazing. It's super efficient, and we're very happy that it'll cost so little to heat all the water in our house. It's also an Energy Star rated system. Now you can see that our heat pump is sitting here in our basement. If you've watched our previous videos, you know that we are not going to be conditioning this basement space. Our thermal boundary will only be around our 1st and 2nd floors above us. We are going to put some energy into insulating this space, but we are not providing heat, we're not providing air conditioning. Now, Passive House recommendations for best practice, the heat pump should be within the conditioned envelope or the thermal boundary of the building. We don't have space for that in this home. It is very small footprint, it is tight, and we don't have space for additional mechanical systems in our 1st and 2nd floors. All we have space for is our living space. So that is why we've placed it in our basement, and it is against Passive House recommendations, but this is what we have to do in this retrofit scenario. It'll be slightly less efficient, but we're still going to get great use out of this piece of technology. The installation of this heat pump water heater is now completing our electrification of the house, and in conjunction with our heat pump HVAC system, we no longer need the old boiler, which clearly we've removed because this is taking its place, and we can now remove our old oil tank. By removing the oil tank, which actually has some leaks in it, posing a danger to us as inhabitants, but also takes up a lot of space, we're now able to remove that hazard and also reclaim a lot of storage space for us to use as a family. Thanks for watching our short video about water supply to the house retrofit. We are really looking forward to this week starting our massive exterior works. That includes full thermal envelope exterior insulation, re-roofing, recladding, and some window and door replacement. Come back and join us for more videos to follow that process.